Good afternoon. Welcome to Tiger Beat. I'm Crystal Thomas. And this week's top story is Brenau University welcomed the world's largest golden tiger sculpture to our campus last week. The sculpture was gifted to Brenau by philanthropist Erwin Ike Belk. It represents our mascot, the golden tiger. Belk has donated themed pieces to other colleges, more than 40 colleges and universities, and his only request is that they be the largest of their kind in the world. Georgia-based sculptor Greg Johnson says that he is certain that this piece is the largest of its kind, and the sculpture itself is quite impressive. In other news, Brenau University hosted a singer-songwriter sofa session with Brenau singers and songwriters with special guest Alan Nivens. The event was hosted by Bruce Birch. On Tuesday, March 26 at 6 p.m., check out a stage tour for the 12th night, which will be held at University of North Georgia's Ed Campbell Theater. This will be a behind-the-scenes look into Shakespeare's stirring comedy to get a glimpse of vibrant costumes, exciting love poetry, and learn what an original production is. Also on Tuesday, there will be a Women's History Month reading at 4 until 5 p.m. hosted by the Brenau University Writing Center in the library in room 112. There will be student readings and refreshments, and Brenau University students are urged to attend. Next Friday, the 29th, don't miss a Brenau University softball game at 4 p.m. against Coastal Georgia. That's all for Brenau news. In world news, Sunday, an audience of 200,000 worshipers packed into St. Peter's Square to hear the newly elected Pope Francis deliver his inaugural Angelus. For the majority of the 15-minute address, he focused on forgiveness. "Never forget this, the Lord never tires of forgiving us," he said. Francis also walked out from the Vatican territory to greet cheering well-wishers, which is a rare occurrence for the Pope. He also explained the meaning behind his name, St. Francis of Assisi, who believed in peace and gave up his life of wealth for a life of poverty. He is held high among Catholics for his work with the poor. Pope Francis also said that he envisioned a church for the poor and blessed everyone in attendance, citing that some of them may have had different beliefs, but he respected all of them. There has been yet another setback for the Carnival Cruise Line. The latest hiccup is with their ship called the Legend. It's having difficulties that are affecting its speed, and their other ship, the Dream, lost its power and toilets stopped working last week, and no one was allowed off the ship. Carnival says it's flying more than 4,000 passengers back to Florida and offering them discounts. Carnival is now facing lawsuits from the latest setback they had when passengers were stuck on a ship in horrible conditions for days. Good news for Veronica Mars fans. Hours after Christian Bale and Rob Thomas launched a Kickstarter to raise money for the Veronica Mars movie, they achieved their $2 million goal. Fans got together and donated as much as they could, and some pledged more than others for walk-on roles. So hopefully fans will like the movie. After all, they're the reason it's being made. Australian billionaire Clive Palmer plans to rebuild the Titanic. He unveiled blueprints for the Titanic 2. The ship will largely follow the design of the original, with some additions and moderations to keep it up with safety code regulations. He also said that 3 classes, upper, middle, and lower, will be prevented from mingling as they were in 1912. The original Titanic was said to be unsinkable, and during its first voyage, 1,500 people died. Palmer said, "Anything will sink if you put a hole in it. I think it would be very cavalier to say that." The Titanic 2 will have more than enough rooms and more than enough lifeboats for everyone's. Palmer didn't discuss the cost of the ship. In 1912, it was the largest of its kind, but today, it's smaller than most cruise ships. Well, that's all in the news section of Tiger Beat for today. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for sports. I'm Crystal Thomas. You're watching Tiger Beat, brought to you by the Mass Communication Department at Brenau University.
Welcome to this episode of Tiger Beat Sports Section. I'm Irma Mora. Let's kick off with a summary of our Golden Tigers activity during the week. Our Golden Tigers tennis team defeated the NAIA #1 ranked William Carey Crusaders with a score of 8-1 Saturday, March 10th. The Golden Tigers defeated the conference rival Emmanuel College 9-0 on Friday, March 15th. The Southern States Athletic Conference announced the One Path Systems SSAC Women's Tennis Player of the Week is our very own Vladicia Djurdjevic. She was chosen based on her performance during March 5th through 11th by a committee of SSAC personnel. Show your support for all our tennis teams today as they visit Lee University at 2. The Golden Tigers softball team defeated Southern States Athletic Conference opponent Truett McConnell 9-1 and 5-1 in a doubleheader Saturday, March 16th. On Sunday, March 17th, our softball Golden Tigers defeated the Talladega Tornadoes by 15-0 and 14-3. The Golden Tigers track and field team had 6 top 10 finishes. Dana Cole placed second overall in discus with a throw of 136 feet. Deidre Duncan placed third overall in shot put with a throw of 41 feet 7 inches. Snowy Saunders placed fourth overall in the high jump, leaping 5 feet 3 inches. And Alexa Ostrich placed 10th overall in the javelin with a throw of 88 feet. On the track, Alyssa Sale placed 8th in the steeplechase with a time of 12:49. Moniece Watson placed 10th overall in the high hurdles with a time of 15:73. Don't forget to show your support for your Golden Tigers. Now for the hot sports topics of the week. The NCAA tournament started last Tuesday. In soccer, 20-year-old Georgios Katidis was banned for life from the Greek national team after celebrating with a Nazi salute. The CONCACAF World Cup elimination games will pick up tonight with Honduras versus Mexico, U.S. versus Costa Rica, and Jamaica versus Panama. That's all for the sports. Until next time.
Thank you all for watching Tiger Beat. I'm Crystal Thomas.
And this is Irma Mora. We'll see you next time.